This episode of Capes and Lunatic Sidekicks is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. To get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you are listening to the Capes and the Lunatic Sidekicks podcast.
Yeah, whatever. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man's clone. He's the guy. He's got a sweatshirt. Yeah, that's how you know he's different. And he's a blonde hair.
That's right, people. It's the end of the month. You know what that means. Welcome back to the Ultimate Spider Cast. I am Phil. Yes, no Lilith, because of course.
I'm here for Peter.
So, this time, of course, you got straight from Boston. It is early riser himself.
What's going on? Yeah, I got blonde hair. If you're watching the video on YouTube, I got a coffee, iced coffee. Didn't have time to go to Dunkin' Donuts, but I got homemade iced coffee.
And the man trying to keep his eyes open in Australia, the High Priest of Khonshu himself. It is.
Hey, hello everyone. This is Ray, and I'm here for Ben.
No, I don't have the new drop yet ready yet. That Thor feedback you sent us for Capes and Lunatics. I heard something and I wrote it down and I'm like, I gotta cut that out. 2 seconds later, Lilith's like, you know, you gotta make that a drop, right? I'm like, oh, trust me, I got it.
Oh god, I don't even know what it is. But anyway, fair enough. You've got to be really careful what you say on Capes and Lunatics.
That's right. All right, so this time, hey, we only have one. It's a bigger issue, but we only have one issue this time. It is Spider-Man Unlimited number 8 from February.
This was a good one.
Yeah, from February '95. And this was
$3.95, but it's 52 pages, I guess. So
yeah, and it's one story. A lot of times, I think most of the time in Unlimited, they give you like a main story and then usually like 2 or 3 backup stories. But yeah, this was just one big long story.
Matt, I like how you have your finger on the pulse with the price every episode.
Wow, that was a big factor for me back then. So
Well, hey, that's almost the price of a regular comic these days, and like you said, you get 52 pages.
Yeah. It's true.
It's still 5 cents cheaper than today's comics.
There's no flip cover or anything like this, Phil. Was there? No.
Nope. Not unless you want the Skeleton Warriors Fleer Ultra cards. Yeah, no.
Well, just might. You have, Matt?
No, I do want those. It might be a little late to track those down.
A little late to the party there. I think that game's done and dusted, I think. I don't know. Any fans out there, let us know.
Yeah. If you have any Skeleton Warrior cards, just drop a comment. You can hit me up afterwards to give up my contact info then.
I bet if you have Skeleton Warrior cards, you could trade those to Matt Kona for some Marvel Team Up 113s.
Somewhere I have them. I've moved since my stockpile of Quasar Spider-Man team-ups. But, Was that issue ever discussed here on the Ultimate Spider Cast, or is that just a Quantum Zone exclusive?
No, we just did Quantum Zone, so
yeah.
Maybe I should make Lil discuss that.
Maybe.
Oh yeah, and then I know we were talking offline, but then our good buddy Will from in Quantum Zone is going to be on Into the Night soon to discuss his comics. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, certainly is. Looking forward to having Will over at the mansion. I mean, you guys are no strangers to the hardwood.
Whoa.
We've walked those hallowed halls before.
That's it. No, I'm very keen to have Will on. I know his books. So I've read only a couple of them so far, but once I read all of them, I'm sure I'll have plenty to ask the young man.
I'll put it in my navel.
Ooh, I wonder if his drink of choice will be a fuzzy navel.
Oh, ooh, nice. It should be.
Matt's calling it out early.
Tell him that.
I'll have to keep keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
When we talk on Tuesday, tell him that, Yeah, he didn't tell us what he picked, but he just like, what was it, like his top 20 finalists or whatever. Jeez.
Yeah, I read that in the mid-hour newsletter.
Yeah.
Jeez, he's got some good ones in there. So, I mean, we're talking about top caliber. And as he says, there are a couple that have sentimental value. So, special to him in more ways than for others. But, should be good. I
mean, again, he didn't follow the pattern. We were all supposed to make you read at least one Batman.
Well, I was bitterly disappointed. No Ben Reilly. No Scarlet Spider in there. So, Will, if you're listening. No, not really.
Oh, he's not listening. That's why there's no Ben Reilly.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Fair enough.
Ray's like, no Ben Reilly.
What the F? Will probably only likes the Cosmic Spidey, right? Because he likes a lot of cosmic characters.
Oh, maybe,
so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Cosmic Spider-Man appears in a Quasar issue, right? Or no?
Yeah, number 7.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he does? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, someone didn't listen to the early Quantum Zone.
It was around the Acts of Vengeance times.
Yes.
Where he started to lose it. Yeah.
I think I even got that issue as well, but I can't remember. Phil, you are a fountain of knowledge. I'm constantly surprised at the references you pull.
Quasar number 7, Quasar and Spider-Man vs. Terminus.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think Phil's got this huge monitor in front of him that he's typing away. Yeah.
I'm an LMD. So, you want to get to this?
Sure.
Yeah.
Spider-Man and the Scarlet Spider together in one giant-sized adventure, even though they never come face to face.
Yeah, that's the big spoiler right off the bat. You see him standing back to back on the top left-hand corner.
You mean back to side the head?
Yeah. There's sort of mirror image, or sort of like this came out around the time in the 80s and 90s where one of the top genres of film was the buddy cop comedy, and that sort of was like the typical stance. These two guys from different walks of life. They're back to back and teaming up.
I wonder which one's Sylvester Stallone and the other one's Kurt Russell. Old Tango and Cash.
Oh, I thought you were going to say. I thought Scarlet Spider was going to die in here when he said, "I'm too old for this."
Yeah, you got old Danny Glover and, of course, Australian great Mel Gibson.
Very, very proud of him. Yeah. But were you guys disappointed that when you first read it that these guys didn't meet up, or were you happy for them to have kind of like parallel stories?
I mean, you knew it was kind of coming, and I was just like, okay, maybe they don't want to do their first, like re-teaming up in the pages of a Spider-Man Unlimited.
Yeah, I agree, but I mean, okay. So the honest answer is, I'm disappointed, of course, because it's building, and but it's sort of typical for trying to sell comics, and it was always done in other forms of media. I know I'm referencing buddy comedies. I'm about to reference sitcoms with like Who's the Boss, where there's love interests. Like, will they, won't they? Will they meet up? Oh, they're so close. And no. So it kind of compels you to want to keep checking it out, especially if you're a Spider-Man fan already, and maybe you're a little hesitant to get into this new character, Ben Reilly. Maybe you're like fully on board with the Ben Reilly stuff that's come out previous to this, but that their paths haven't crossed. They're living separate parallel lives. But so you're kind of, your interest level has peaks, even if you're not super into the Scarlet Spider character yet. Maybe you haven't read all those books because you want to see how Spider-Man reacts to him, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's good storytelling, They keep you on the edge. They tease it. They are together in the same book, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I found this surprisingly kind of good, actually. I didn't know what to really expect, And just with the villains and all that, and even though they are apart, it was quite engaging because I think the villains were quite nasty in this. Terror Unlimited, a lot more nastier than I would have thought, particularly by the way they speak as well. They have a very kind of informal, almost kind of, I don't know, Bill and Ted's kind of jargon, you know, but they're you know, they mean business because what they do is pretty serious. Anyway.
Yeah.
They're sadistic.
Oh yeah, Terror. Oh yeah, Terror Unlimited, because the title's Behind the Terror. But yes, this is definitely a product of its time because they take hostages at the top of the World Trade Center.
Right.
Yeah. It kind of reminded me of Die Hard. Again, more pop references here. It kind of reminded me of just a little bit of Die Hard in that sense, like very scant.
Yippee-ki-yay.
Nakatomi Plaza. Yeah.
Shoot the glass. Anywho,
that was a good movie, but it's a Christmas movie. But yeah, these guys make the mistake of not only taking hostages, but Mary Jane is there too. So
yeah, that's sort of the cold open. They just storm this restaurant, the skyline at the top of the building.
Well, yeah,
they get their like metal suits and golden metal suits with face coverings and lock stuff.
Can I just put it out there straight away, this early on as well? The art, right now, I know that you guys probably, I'm assuming, are fans of Ron Lim. I mean, I know I am for his Silver Surfer.
Oh, yeah.
During the 90s, really good. But what did you guys think of the art here? I guess maybe overall or first up in the first couple of pages? I'm kind of leading the witness a little here because I want to get something out. But, yeah, what did you guys think of the art?
I mean, you could tell it's Ron Lim art, but there's something like... almost a little, I don't know if I want to say off about it. I don't know if it's like the inker or the coloring. It seems like, not quite as good as that, like, so the Silver Surfer stuff. Or
I feel like the more effort was put into the Terror Unlimited characters than the regular people. Seemed to be with less detail. I also think that the Terror Unlimited crew and all their getup, it kind of reminds me of what was going on in like Image Comics around then, or even Valiant and a lot of the metal up to the eyes kind of heroes and villains and stuff.
Well, I mean, this might even just be like a case of too many cooks in the kitchen, because it's like it says Ron Lim breakdowns, but then it's like 1, 2,
there's a lot of credits,
4 people and finishes. So yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you, Matt, for sure. I think around this time as well, it's if you have a generic enemy, do them like this, but just like put a lot of detail, put them in metal, give them guns, give them ammunition. So they kind of come off as very generic, but for me, very 90s kind of generic. Just with the art, I mean, that first couple of pages, the first shot of Mary Jane, I thought she looked really kind of rigid and stuff. Like, not as, I don't know, she just looked really weird for me. Oh. It was, the art got a little better towards, as we go along, but it was just a little bit disappointing. I mean, because all I saw really was Ron Lim. But I mean, these are big names. Palmer, is that Tom Palmer as well? Al Milgram, and the other two I don't really know, but Candelario and Hannah. But you would have, I don't know, I guess I would have expected a little bit more, but yeah, it's just me.
Yeah, again, I don't know if it's just a Spider-Man Unlimited brand. I don't know if I don't know if it's like different teams every time, or they were just, and again, I mean, maybe they needed a bunch of people, like a collaboration, since it was just one long 52-page story. Because if you did do backups, you could have like different art teams on this.
Yeah. What was the concept behind? Sorry, and I'm holding up our kind of progress through the comics. But what is the concept behind the Spider-Man Unlimited title? What was that? It
was like the quarterly book, like every so often, if you got like a 5th week in the month. You know, they might throw in like a Spider-Man Unlimited. Yeah.
So it wasn't regular. It was just
whenever. Maybe every 3 months or something. Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and I think it's sort of an excuse to do a non-annual type book. You know, like a big book that might have some stories apart. Didn't it premiere with the like Maximum Carnage storyline, which was like a pretty massive crossover between all the books?
Issue 1 was the first part of Maximum Carnage. I believe number 2 of Spider-Man Unlimited was the last part of Absolute Carnage, yes, or Maximum Carnage, yes.
Yeah, which was like pretty long, right?
Was that? It was like 14 or 16 parts or something. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. 76 parts or something. It was, it's quite long.
Oh, look at there's an ad in here for Maximum Carnage, the video game for Super NES and Genesis. Yes.
Yeah.
Anyone play that?
Oh, I think I did when it first came out. I blanked it out, so that has to be that good. Oh my lord! Oh, look,
trying against a wall.
Oh my lord! Look, you could fight at the Statue of Liberty. Give me liberty or give me carnage. Venom cleans up Central Park. I love these tough guys standing here looking all tough, hovering in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an interesting thing, wasn't it? Is that like real perspective? I thought it was just like an artistic flourish of having them overlaid the actual scene. I mean, they could well just be hovering. Mary Jane's in between the guy's legs out the bottom. But yeah, it's. I thought it was just a kind of a hero or villain shot of them.
I mean, it does look weird. I mean, from their stance, it looks like they're standing on the floor. But yeah, I mean, you could see everyone's heads like down by their legs.
Douches. Do we ever get their names? We know I know they're twins, right? But these are the two guys. All the others are really inconsequential. I think there's a Jose in there somewhere, but.
Oh yeah, isn't it like Cannon and Fodder? Yeah.
Jose and Hose B.
Heyo. Just an update on Spider-Man and Venom, Maximum Carnage. According to GameRant.com, it's the number 4 Spider-Man video game of all time.
Oh,
yeah, and they're including recent ones. So, but yeah,
okay.
I do remember playing this. It was a bit of like a side scroller, beat 'em up type of game.
Mm-hmm.
Thugs in trench coats coming after you. You know.
Well, it is the 90s.
Pieces of food blinking on the ground, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Like that.
Or dead villains, blinking and then disappearing.
Yeah. And then falling out of the sky. Yeah.
But yeah, so while the terrorists are at the Trade Center, yes, we see Ben Reilly again meeting up with his new buddy Rich Gannon.
Yeah, not to be confused with the quarterback of the Oakland Raiders in the early 2000s.
Someone must have been a fan. Look at this. I mean, Ben Reilly hasn't dyed his hair yet, but isn't he looking kind of blonde there on
Yes, I thought that too. Split second misunderstanding when I was reading it. It's like, oh, it's meant to be Ben. Oh, but okay. Sometimes colorists do, like, you get them, not so much, I guess, these days, but, last few decades, they tend to be odd colorings here and there.
Unless they were just testing it out because they knew something was coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, Ben helped this guy get a job and everything. And
this poor bloke. Hey? Look at him. He looks like Bruce Banner, but, not that not that famous.
Yeah.
He's got his life together. His things are looking up. Oh, man.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, so he has no money. So yes, he's Bruce Banner, but without all the green.
Heyo. More like David. More like was it David Banner
in the show?
TV show?
Yeah,
because he's kind of wandering the earth, but now he's living in a hotel. Things are looking good.
Things are looking good.
Got his old job at Stark Enterprises back.
I mean, that's a pretty hefty.
Yeah.
That's a pretty hefty job. It's not like, he's got a job behind the cash register. He's kind of struck it pretty decent.
Yeah, unless it's the gift shop at Stark Enterprises.
Oh, yeah, retail. Yeah, he's probably...
Get your War Machine plush on the way out.
The doorman or something. Oh, yeah.
So Ben goes in his apartment and sees the newspaper. Oh, man, Doc Ock is dead. Killed by some mystery man named Kane. What?
Yeah.
Which I'm thankful that you reminded us of that, Phil, in the last episode.
Oh, thank you. So Ben suits up and then he's fresh.
He just needs to exercise some energy, just get some purse snatchers. This is just like him going to the gym.
Yeah. I wonder if this is typical of all heroes. It's like, I'm a bit bored, I'm a bit caged in. What do? Let's just go out. Like Daredevil. I think he does do it as well. Oh, yeah, I just got to go out, just going to rough some heads.
Yeah, I know. You get that, like, splash page of him swinging off thinking, man, I still can't believe about Ock. I need to vent my frustrations on an editor's note.
Yeah. One of those editor's note that says, see an upcoming comic that hasn't been released yet.
We're going to get there. But then swinging in the skylight of a fancier apartment, Spider-Man gets home.
Now, Spider-Man is returning home, but for those of you listening to the Ultimate Spider-Cast, we haven't, or at least around this time frame with you, Ray, and I, there's been mentions of Spider-Man. We've seen him like laying in a heap in some places, but we haven't really known what's been up with him around this period.
Well, he was poisoned, but he's cured, and then he was. I guess he's not quite on the spider. He's not that bad anymore.
Yeah, he's just doing his thing. It's a big city.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
he seemed pretty tired as well, like really buggered.
Buggered,
cheeky buggered. Oh, bug spider. Okay.
Yeah.
I swear to God, I thought when Kona said, "Oh, we saw him, laying on rooftops and stuff," he was going to say something about laying down on the job. He swings home thinking he's tired, but it's going to be even tougher when the baby comes. Right, Ray? Right, Ray?
Yeah, Peter, watch out.
Gonna be working on some audio and the kid's gonna wake up, right, Ray? Right, Ray?
Gonna try to record a show, right? And he's kind of yelling out while we're doing a What If 25, yeah?
It gets better, Ray. I just woke up my 7-year-old. I woke up my 7-year-old out there. I'm like, you want to come out with me? I don't know. Do you want me to just turn on your TV in your room and you can just lay here in bed and watch TV? Yeah, well, I'm gonna lay here and watch TV. I'm like, okay.
Brilliant.
But yeah, Peter finds a note from Mary Jane. Oh, cool. She's out to dinner with a friend. At least I can go to take a nap and know she's safe with friends.
The good old Parker luck here.
Mary Jane's at the World Trade Center. We know that terror will never strike that.
But I love how she's like, oh, maybe I'll see you swinging over the skyline, the city skyline. But if you're reading this, I guess not.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking, how high would he have to be for her to see him though? Because or wasn't the skyline pretty high up?
What would his web stick to in order for him to do
I know
that?
That's the top of that. There was nothing else that tall. I looked down and I saw you, Peter. But I guess the cops have showed up.
We get negotiations. This is cool. Always fun to see what the demands are. And they always want it quickly. It's like, come on, just give them a little bit of time.
Do you know how quickly city government works? We can't just snap our fingers.
That's right. Yeah. All the paperwork. Oi.
It's because they're looking for lots of cash and a Concorde out of the country.
Yeah.
Pretty fancy pants.
Now the Concorde, that was like the fastest way to travel by airplane from America to the UK, right? They stopped doing that, I believe. Yeah.
But again, it's like I wonder how much they spent on these suits and how much do they think they're going to get from this hostage situation.
Yeah.
Oh, we could have just sold our suits.
Mentioning it, putting it that way, Phil. Yeah, I can't see the payoff. I mean, those suits would have to be way more expensive, a lot better than a Concorde for them to go. Just zoom off themselves.
I mean, the suits might be limited range, but I'm just saying, how much money did you spend on those suits?
Well, that's why they need the money.
Yeah, upkeep.
Or maybe they're just like, I don't know, faking it. Maybe like only 2 of the suits work. The rest are like cosplayers or something.
Cardboard. How come Jose's not flying?
Shh, that's one of the ones who had their mom make their costume.
Yeah. All right, so listen to this. This is the Concorde facts I have for you.
Oh, boy.
They started in 1969, but commercial flights didn't go till from 76.
Take a drink, Lil.
Up to 2003. Its maximum speed was twice the speed of sound, 1,370 miles per hour. Ray, I'm sorry, I don't know how fast that is in Celsius.
Very fast.
Celsius.
Yeah, that's true. So you could get from New York to London in less than 3.5 hours.
Ooh.
Be good. Be good for going to cons, right?
Yeah. Concorde. That's what they call it.
Hey. I was watching Star Trek 2 the other night. Con! But here's a little something to help you move faster, creeps, as they shoot missiles down at just like random buildings closer to the street.
This was the first time I was going, "Ooh, holy Maloney!" They just blew up this random spot, and lo and behold, it's a particular place. But it's like, oh gosh, there are stakes involved here.
Yeah, they blew up the South Street Mission. Hey, wasn't that ex-football player going there?
Rich Gannon volunteers there.
That's right.
Yeah, lucky he mentioned it a few panels ago.
Yeah.
But I just love the cops. Like, what are you doing? We told you we'd get you what you wanted as quick as we can. And I guess the leader's like, well, we don't feel like you're taking us serious enough.
Yeah, I mean, these guys are obvious psychopaths. Like at the beginning, when they first stormed the restaurant, they were shooting people right, and then had to be reminded that, we should keep some alive to be used as hostages.
Yeah.
And
they really live the gimmick when it comes to Terror Unlimited.
I know. And again, he says they have a nuclear bomb.
Yes. Oh.
Again, suit, nuclear bomb. How much did they think they were going to get? And, how much did they have to shell out for this plan?
I don't think they did their returns properly. I don't think they carried the 3. They probably might be making a loss on this venture.
I mean, unless AIM was having like a real big sale on stuff, I don't know.
Yeah.
Fire sale, yeah.
They could have stole some plutonium from an eccentric old scientist on the cheap, maybe.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yeah. They just came from the Twin Pines Mall. I don't know.
Whoa, that's heavy.
Serious.
Hey, a few moments before that, we see. Hey, look, here comes the Scarlet Spider.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'll swing over to Forest Hills and give Aunt May a scare. Oh wait, there's an explosion. Aunt May's
it's a slow day for muggers. Thank goodness.
Well, yeah, it was It was snowing and it was cold, so
Yeah. Thank God for terrorists, huh? Jeez.
So Ben swings off to see what the explosion was. Then we get back to the Bugle. Oh, look, it's our new friend Ken Ellis.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of losing interest in this guy. Apart from his role earlier on, just seems to be like a bit of a bad smell.
Oh.
instruments, remember?
Matt's going through scenarios in his head.
Matt,
One
I
just
can see the
popped out
Rolodex going now. Whoever smelt it, dealt it.
But yeah, he loses the story, right?
Well, yeah, he's all mad because I guess Robbie assigns Ben Urich to cover the World Trade thing.
It's his beat, man. You got to work your way up.
Exactly.
And then he's
But
like,
he finds another angle, right?
yeah, the human interest angle, and he's like, oh, I'm going to do such a good job. No one's even going to look at Ben Urich's article. Then back at the tower, yeah, the leader's like, sending 4 of the drones to head over to the other tower.
Yeah, so they're separating the triggers, right? They've got 2, so in case one's found, the other can still. So it's despite the psychotic nature of them, it's kind of well thought out in that sense.
I guess, maybe they got a deal on some of these armors because some of them don't cover them nose and mouth.
Well, Jose with the cardboard cosplay, he's definitely got his face revealed there. He hasn't got. He's the one without the comms because that was just too expensive. The headset.
Oh Lord! So yeah, they go over over the other buildings. They're talking about cold cash and hot babes.
Yeah.
Jeez Louise.
These guys, it's like they should have. They're terrorist supervillains because they don't know how to play instruments. Because they should just be in a band, like making money,
heavy metal,
babes,
Heavy metal.
heavy metal, wearing it.
I was about to say a boy band. Can you imagine doing a cappella? That would be pretty funny.
What's up, everyone? We're Terror Unlimited.
Oh, hey, this guy's talking about hits. Oh, no, he was hit. I'm sorry. Somebody shot him.
Yeah.
The sickening sound of the dead drone's body slamming into the rooftop is easily heard in the cold, wintry air.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cops? No, they're not stupid. A security guard.
Yeah, very strange, right? It's like a security guard with a gun shooting through a glass window at these.
I mean, it's far away, and they were flying in the air. But just like the tiny little thing we see of the security guard, almost looks like he has like a sniper rifle or something.
Yeah. I thought they mistook it, and it was someone else, but he just blasts him, and that's the last you see of him. So he's a smoldering mess.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah. Jose was the one who got shot.
Yeah.
He's carrying the detonator, so yeah. They tossed.
Now we don't know anyone's name.
So now they tossed another hostage out the window. That's for letting anyone interfere with our plans.
Yeah, so this is brutal. I mean, they just shot a guy across the building. They blew up the South Street, mission.
Yeah.
Threw a guy out the window. Oh, it's terrible. It makes you really hate them.
Oh, yeah. But then Ben swings down to the mission. Oh, no. It's the mission that Rich Gannon was headed for. See, we're close friends. I still call him by his first and last name.
That's right. Yeah.
I got to see if he's still alive. I have money on the game.
I did that, didn't I? A lot. Phil Perich and Matt Kona. Just, you just say both names.
I know. Meanwhile, we have a contract. We are not to mention Ray's last name.
Yeah. Yes.
We'll just call him Ray Gannon.
Oh, nice.
Cool. Well, I hope I don't end up like him.
No.
Yes, because Scarlet Spider's clearing the rubble and finds Rich. He's dead. He's dead.
He's dead. Isaac Gog.
I know. Just, he's dead.
And then, look, he does the old fist in the air. He did that last time we... Yeah. He did that last time we... I think he did that with the Grim Hunter or something.
Oh,
that
maybe.
Last time we,
or Kane, yeah, maybe.
Kane, yep, sorry. So he's doing it again. But he finds a few other survivors. So
yeah,
all is not lost.
It's like, what happened to the building? Oh, we were hit by
the big bazooka. Oh, absolutely.
Some sort of missiles that came from one of the Trade Center towers. But I love Ellis comes running up.
He tries
Scarlet
to-
Spider,
yeah.
wait, before you go save innocent people. Hey, can I get a quote?
You didn't hear me.
Then
Yeah.
he's like, then he swears and is like, I guess he couldn't hear me. Ooh, look. X-Men gummy fruit snacks.
Lovely.
If you ever wanted to chew on Wolverine's head or the Blackbird jet,
We need more comic themed, confectionery these days. I don't know if we have any.
sure there's stuff somewhere. Oh no, look who's typing.
Yeah.
Or I thought Conan was going to pick something up. Yeah, just look what I got.
have a blackbird right here.
I mean, there's probably a lot of branded candy, but the shape of the weird sort of shapes of characters in gummy or cereal form is always good. It's
So-
seriously lacking. You can't just throw I think they were doing a promotion with some DC stuff on chocolate bars, but there's not a bat signal on the Hershey's or anything.
Boo.
So what the heck?
Although, the classic ice cream man, you could get like a Spider-Man head ice cream bar if you have a ice cream truck in the neighborhood, I think.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, we don't have that. Oh.
I just wanted to know if the head with the adamantium skeleton would be extra chewy.
Or unchewable.
Oh,
It just reveals a skeleton after you.
You bite it and it just regenerates. Maybe.
Oh, that would be good.
the best snack there is. All right, so yes, Scarlet Spider is swinging up to the tower. He can't hear anything except for Rich Cannon's voice and his own voice demanding justice for this senseless death.
Yeah, he's angry.
Byaslav, yeah, Ken's, I guess, interviewing the survivors of the mission.
Yep. Trying to get some goss, trying to get some word on the street.
Get some spelling. Man, he was really M-A-D mad. Meanwhile, Mary Jane's scoping out the scene in the restaurant.
Ah, here we go. And then another senseless, act of violence.
I know, guy gets shot for asking if his kid can go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
This man needs a doctor. Does anyone need a doctor?
Yeah. Good on MJ.
Yeah, she's yelling at the leader. One of your drones.
Well, she's pretty, brave to do that after what he just did. Either brave or silly, but
yeah, so
it actually eventuates in the guy shooting another guy. So that's not really a good result.
well, yeah, I guess he shoots the drone who did it. He's like, "Would you settle for that?"
Yeah. Hose B is gone.
Oh,
Kapow.
Hose.
And Mary Jane
good
has
for him.
probably stood up to some villains over the years, so she knows the risks, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
And she's probably a bit hangry. I mean, they went to dinner and they didn't get to have their dinner. So I'd be a little crabby myself.
Oh yeah, she's pregnant too, man. She might be extra hangry.
Ah, yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
He's probably saying, "Oh, I can't put my finger on it, but you've got a glow about you. I just can't." Yeah.
Not like my golden glow from this costume.
But she sees a figure climbing the other tower. Oh, it must be Peter. Well, close, but no.
And look, I know it's a Spidey book and everything, and we're probably meant to suspend our disbelief, but where are the other heroes? Wouldn't there be any other street levels kind of hanging around or hearing the explosion? No. Yeah.
Where's the Avengers and Ray and Matt's favorite character, Hercules?
Yeah. Have at thee.
Oh, then we see Peter must have woken up. He's taking a shower, listening to his boombox.
Yeah. It's the Spider Sense Radio.
But yes, there's a
Poor guy. He's just so tired all the time, isn't he? And he's got to go out again.
Well, yeah, because he hears the news report about the whole thing. Yes, they mentioned the Skyline restaurant. See him all mad and determined, putting his costume back on.
You get a real cool splash page. Him.
Oh yeah.
In the streets.
So at the end there, and on that splash page, they have the whole thing with the nuclear bomb in like a text box. So is that saying did he hear that, or did he miss that part?
Yeah, I reckon he may have missed it. Surely, maybe.
There may be a nuclear.
I can't remember what happened at the end. Maybe someone tells him again.
I think the text box. Well, you mean you're talking about like if Spider-Man is hearing that?
Yeah, because because the text
radio, right? Yeah.
The text box is on the page of him swinging away. So I'm like, did he hear that, or did he swing away before he heard that part?
Maybe that's like what is coming from the radio. I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. That's coming from the radio. I'm just saying, was he in the room when they said it? Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of took it as it was. Like, you know, in the movies when. I don't know, it's not like you get these exact scenarios, but when people hear something and they get ready and it kind of pans to them, but you still hear the radio going, and I guess, I don't know, you assume that they have heard it. Or, I don't know.
I mean, I knew it's the Marvel Universe and everything, but they're like, oh yeah, there's a nuclear bomb in the tower, but we're asking the public not to panic.
Yeah.
But again, it's the Marvel Universe. I don't know if it's just like, it's a nuclear bomb. It's not as bad as Galactus, so hey, keep going.
That's right. Nuclear bombs might be just peanuts compared to, the things they've faced. The Chitauri, Galactus, Impossible Man, all that sort of stuff.
Skrulls. And then where is Ken Ellis is, I guess,
Ellis.
Basically doing interviews with people who knew Rich Gannon.
Yeah, he kind of somehow got to jump in information about this one dead guy, and he's trying to make that story back around to Scarlet Spider, and I don't know. Yeah. It seems like maybe he's unaware of all the craziness happening in the city. He's just desperate to scoop his counterpart for a spider-related story somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll ask Tasky Phil with a photographic memory here. Phil, I have a feeling these characters were seen before with Rich Gannon, maybe, and they kind of cast him out? Because this is what happens. It's kind of revealed that, Ellis. Yeah, because I heard that you chased him out there. Did that happen in the comics?
I think was it the last issue of Unlimited? I think when we were, when Ben Reilly was making his costume and stuff. Remember we got that like weird Spider-Man Unlimited in the middle of it, and I think that was when the store. It might have only been like a panel or two, but I think it was like the store owners were like chasing Rich Gannon out of there.
Yeah,
you're homeless. You're homeless. You don't play football anymore. Get out.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but back at the tower, look, we're sending some drones to get that detonator.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then they're shooting at a news chopper.
Yeah, and he thinks it's part of it's media, right? It's not part of the police investigation or the FBI or whatever.
Nope.
But Terror One shoots at it.
But
Spidey's there. That's good.
Yeah, he's like, it looks like those drones have something important, but the helicopter's about to crash, so he hits one of the drones with a spider tracer, and then starts making a web net for the helicopter.
I love the web nets. They're good. That would exhaust his cartridges, you'd think.
You would think enough to hold a plummeting helicopter. You would think so. I mean, unless he's just changing cartridges off panel or whatever.
Yeah, and he does factor in the spinning blades, which is good.
Yeah, very cool.
But then he goes down.
Stop the helicopter.
Yeah, and then he goes down to talk to the guy in charge, and he's saying, we're in deep. They got 30 to 40 hostages in there. Not only are they well armed, they appear to have a nuclear device.
So maybe that's where Spidey first hears it.
Maybe.
Yeah. But off he goes. A couple of nice splash pages. Like I prefer the Spider-Man one over the Ben Reilly one that we've seen so far.
Oh, yeah.
There's a couple of good Spidey ones.
Yeah, because they have him climbing up one of the towers now, and then But then in the main elevator shaft of the tower opposite the Spider-Man's, just by coincidence, the Scarlet Spider.
Just kind of lingering there, or, in the shadows. And so what are they? Are they, they're soldering something? Is that the bomb? They've got the bomb?
Yeah, yeah, they're like soldering the nuclear bomb. I'm like, what are you doing? Don't
qualified?
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess it's not going to be as easy to set off, but they're like, yeah, don't worry. It's not dangerous till we get that detonator.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me assembling a nuclear bomb. Who would have thought it? It's just so casual.
Who would have thought?
Sorry, Matt,
who would have thought? Me and my cardboard armor.
So you were about to say something, Matt?
Oh, no, I was just going to say something essentially the same thing. They're confident, even though it's nuclear power, that they can just hover around it, this little room, and tinker at it with the welding machines.
In an elevator. Elevator.
I mean, they have full body suits except for their exposed faces. So it's confidence.
Yeah. And you see some webs in the background.
Oh, yeah, because I guess they're going to meet whoever on the roof, but then right after we catch a quick smoke.
Yeah.
And then Scarlet Spider comes bounding down all Matt Kona style. Didn't your mothers teach you that? I already used that one. How about smoking's bad for you? And I am too.
That's a pretty good one, actually.
It is funny that they said that they're just going to take a smoke break in the middle of arming a nuclear bomb.
And this whole hostage situation.
Good time, everyone.
Exactly.
Have a lighter. Oh man, what part of my armor did I put the cigarettes in?
Where are the pockets? Damn it!
Yeah. Aren't we normally drawn with giant pockets? Come on.
Hey, it's a giant. This is a stressful situation. I just imagine these drones standing on the roof. Hey, can I bum a smoke? Oh man, you always bum a smoke. Take it out of my portion of the ransom. Come on.
Yeah. So we get a bit more of impact webbing, which is always fun to see.
Oh yeah.
A couple of balls down the gob. But easy targets here. There's no breaking out of this.
But then Scarlet Spider grabs their communicators. We'll be there in a minute with the detonator. We'll come down the shaft to meet you there. All of them are like, anyone there? He's like, oh, I'm here. You just get that detonator here.
Yeah. I think that was a pretty kick-ass moment. Regardless of if they recognize his voice or not, he's just like, I'm here.
Bring the detonator.
Yeah.
And then I love Ken Ellis, like, trying to sneak past the cops and stuff, thinking he's all cool. He's taking the elevator up, and then one of the cops is like, hey, I didn't authorize anyone to use that elevator, so they just, like, shut down the elevator while he's, like, who knows where.
Yeah, and he just passes as a detective. You don't really see what he's holding up. A wallet, and he's got a trench coat on, so.
Yeah,
it's probably like his press pass or something.
Yeah.
Pretty poor from that cop.
I mean, who would knowingly be entering the World Trade Center that is under siege and armed with a nuclear bomb anyway?
Under siege, Steven Seagal.
True. Might jump out of a cake.
See, people, Matt Kona remembered one scene from that movie.
Didn't we all, eh?
What do you think got Ray through puberty, people?
Yeah. I think I rented Under Siege multiple times.
Why is this bit of the VHS worn out?
I just love confectionaries, as we were talking earlier.
Then we see Peter in another elevator shaft. He thinks he remembers how the skyline from when him and Mary Jane were there before, but then he sees Ken Ellis, who's made it up to the skyline.
Yeah, kind of leads him towards where the trouble is, really.
Mm-hmm. Ken Ellis is just thinking, should I go in and talk to the terrorists? Because they seem like reasonable fellows.
Well, it was at this point here, though, I was thinking, ooh, is there trouble here for Mr. Ellis? Because we've seen what these guys can do, and he's just, bit the bullet, so to speak, and said, no, I'm just going to go in and talk to them. So, bit tense.
Oh, then we see Scarlet Spider, I guess, on the other tower. Maybe we can beat these guys to the roof.
Mm-hmm.
More drones.
More drones. One with a moustache now, it seems. Didn't see him before. Probably one in the back.
Some flair, man. He's got to make himself differentiate himself from the others. The nuclear bomb angle is the only part of this whole deal that really creeps me out. Nothing could be as spooky as that as Ben Reilly swings down. I suppose I should say I'm your worst nightmare.
Yeah. I don't know. Did you get this same feeling as well? These criminals or Terror Unlimited don't seem to really be a contest for the Spider-Man and Scarlet Spider. It's all just about them having the hostages and stuff. But if you get them up against any of the Spider dudes, they're not really that well equipped, or they don't put up much of a fight.
Yeah, I think it was more the bomb and the hostages angle. Yeah.
I mean, the suits, we're joking about it, but they really don't do much other than just they fly, and that's about it.
I mean, they could shoot a little bit because they did shoot that one.
Yeah, the lead guy did, yeah.
Yeah. And the one punches Ben Reilly in the back of the head, Sure. Even metal, it's still going to hurt.
Yeah. He just does what is it? He does like a backward flip.
Yeah, kicks the guy in the head, with his foot from that backward flip. Yeah, because they're fighting in the elevator shaft because Ben got hit because he was catching the detonator.
I feel like the 90s, they really did play a lot in the lift shafts as well, didn't they? I'm getting vibes of Die Hard, of Speed. Well, you guys probably seen Speed.
I love Speed, yeah.
Yeah.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Yeah, that's it.
And I know it doesn't happen in this issue, but it says the reason that Terror Unlimited is at this place and they got in kind of easily was they started a subway fire across town, which distracted a lot of the people.
That's right.
There's some subway shenanigans in Speed too at the end.
Yes.
No, Speed, not Speed. Speed, not Speed 2.
No, Speed 2, cruise control, all on a boat.
Yeah, jeez. Wasn't there one on a train at the end, later on, or was that Under Siege? That was Under Siege, wasn't it? Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. I don't remember Under Siege after the birthday.
Again! Cone only remembers one part of Under Siege, remember?
It goes off shortly after that. Yeah.
Who cares about the rest?
Conan's like, there's some guys took over a sub. Okay. Oh, there's a cake. Okay.
Yeah. Subs and cakes. I just cared about food.
Oh, boy. So, while Scarlet Spider's battling those guys in the elevator shaft, Spider-Man's made it to the skyline.
I like how they bounce between Scarlet Spider and Spidey. It's really cool. It gets the story kind of ticking. You get to see, quite quickly what both are up to. Yeah, I just like the way it's kind of structured.
But I love how he's able to sneak out 30 or 40 hostages just while Ken Ellis is flapping his mouth.
The guy can talk.
Ellis,
yeah. Wonder if he flashed his wallet to this guy as well. Why are you showing me your Tesco's thing or whatever? What is it?
I work in the fraud department of Visa. I need to investigate some people here.
I'm a member in good standing at my public library. Stop where you are.
No, but getting back to what you were saying before, but the way that they're going back and forth. So each Spider-Man is in one tower and Scarlet Spider is in the other. Is that how I'm understanding? So that's a pretty good way to use the location and as a storytelling device. Definitely.
Yeah, and you ensure that they never meet each other as well. It's kind of separate, but it's very parallel.
Yeah.
But then we see that Ben Reilly has stashed the detonator somewhere. He says where the terrorists won't find it. We'll never find it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why don't you just keep it with you?
By the no smoking section of the restaurant.
Oh. Oh, but then I guess the cops have rushed the skyline, so there's just like a firefight going.
Wonder whose call that was.
Oh no, this
Doesn't
might
seem very
Oh, maybe it's the other tower because it's the Scarlet Spider. Yeah.
Scarlet Spider. Yeah.
Mm,
And so they nab one of the guys. One of the drones is gone.
yeah, they shoot
Right
him.
between the. Yeah. That's for shooting one of my men. Because that's how we do justice, right? He should be the Punisher.
Yeah.
What happened to the justice system? Anyway.
Oh, see, because look, the Scarlet Spider's even saying, "Oh, their bullets don't seem to be having effect on the armor the main guy is wearing." He did give his guys like substandard armor.
What a tricky dicky. It's crazy.
Thank you for staying silent during that, Kona. And yes, Lilith, I will cut that up eventually.
But yeah, right. I mean, the guy, he's the only one with that really fancy eyewear, with the, what do you call them? Crosshairs?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's saved the best for himself.
Mm-hmm.
Pickle.
I love this. Yeah, the bullets aren't having much effect on his armor, so let's see if I have some effect on him all over his face.
Wait.
Get off me, whoever you are. Because Ben just like tackles him out the window.
Yeah. Well, which you'd imagine wouldn't really be that serious for both of them. The guy can probably fly. Ben can swing away.
He's got some boot jets. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I like that they say that they don't want to shoot a friendly neighborhood Scarlet Spider. The last part is just implied.
Yes.
A friendly
Well, they really
neighborhood
do like him, don't they? Like the impression of Scarlet Spider is he's really, despite his insecurities, they really love him, don't they?
I mean, unless they're just like, enemy of my enemy or whatever.
Yeah.
True.
So yeah, Ben's battling the I guess that's the leader in midair.
Mm-hmm. We get his name still? Was he Don? I saw a name there, Don. Was that him? Anyway.
Can't remember. Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, the leader of this family was the Dawn.
Could be.
But then, Peter's worried about if he jumps in to tackle this guy, Ken Ellis might get hurt. So Ken's giving us the backstory. So you say this techno-tran fur made you into what you are?
Oh.
Sure, and my twin brother David, too.
Oh, David, there we go. So he's not really... What happened to anonymity? They're just throwing names all over the place, Rule book number 1 for criminals, right? You don't give away your identity.
Well, he's a genius, if they get on that Concorde and get away, no one's ever going to come looking for them.
True, exactly. And funny, I've only noticed it now. I always thought the leader guy, the big leader guy with the eyewear, I thought he was in the same building as Spidey, but he's not with the hostages. He's actually over. I could be totally wrong. The guy with the eyewear might not even be the leader.
Well,
because this guy obviously is.
Yeah, this one has the eye thing too, but I don't know if some of them were flying back and forth because of the bomb and the detonator. Yeah.
I mean, not that it matters. They all look the same. They're bad. That's all that we really meant to know. But
that's true.
Oh.
And they're even expendable amongst each other too.
Yeah,
But this guy grabs Ellis by the neck and holds him out the window. And it's like, "What did you do with the hostages?"
It's pretty dangerous. Just got the trigger. Where's the
detonator?
If you don't tell me what's going on right now, there's going to be a lot of unhappy people in New York tonight. So Peter's like, "Okay, that's it. I can't wait." Because first he uses some webbing to neutralize the detonator trigger.
Mm-hmm.
And then he pulls and he just like flings Ellis in the air towards him.
Does Spidey know Ellis? Like,
I mean,
because it's pretty much a Scarlet Spider reporter.
Yeah. I mean, unless he just knows him from cruising through the Daily Bugle, but I don't. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think he recognized him. So
yeah, he does call him by name. Yeah.
Peter still works at the Daily Bugle, right?
Yeah. So he'd know him through Peter, but not.
Yeah.
I guess Ellis hasn't been pursuing Spider-Man or anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
So yeah, once he gets Ken Ellis out of the way, he just starts punching on this on one of our leaders here.
right. Yeah, he does have. So the twins have the all the ammo and the tech. And,
and then this guy's trying to blast Spider-Man. Now we get into country music. You should follow Kenny Rogers' advice and know when to fold them. And then the guy keeps trying to fight it, blast him, and Spider-Man kicks him. I've had a belly full of you.
This fight was pretty fun. I mean, I know you'd know the result of what happens here, but it is kind of fun anyway to see Spidey in action. So, him jumping around, and I love that bit at the end there where he creates the webbing, like the trampoline kind of thing
on the window. Yeah,
right into his fist.
Yep. He breaks the front of his face mask off, so now he just looks like one of those drones.
Yeah.
Regular guys.
Insult to injury. This one's for Mary Jane.
And for all the people he's killed as well.
Exactly.
I'm hoping. Yeah.
But just when you thought this was over, look, now we go back to the Scarlet Spider fight with the other guy.
Mm.
You could shoot all you want, but you're still giving me enough momentum to swing up and use my impact webbing and a stinger on you.
Doubling up on the Scarlet Spider exclusive weaponry.
That's right.
Yeah.
Couple of balls down the gob.
And the stinger doing a job again. Let's say quite effective. It seems to have an effect on him.
Yeah, because doesn't he shoot him in the neck? So it goes through the armor? I would just try to hit the the exposed part of his face.
Mm.
But I guess
exactly
with these flying and stuff, it might be kind of hard. But yeah, Scarlet Spider's punching him in the head just like Spider-Man was getting the other guy.
Bashed him good.
Oh, but then he's gonna shoot out a web line to the trade center. Oh no, my web shooter's empty.
Ah, yeah.
Oh no, this has never happened in a Spider-Man comic.
But it's so weird because it only lasts for 2 panels, and then he's found another cartridge.
Well, I think he says his only one arm is empty, so he switches the guy to the other arm so he can shoot off with the other arm. Yeah,
I found this amusing because I'm not sure what Tom Lyle was doing here with the writing. A little bit of detail, but he's turned into like a bungee jumping thing, and you just get these 2 panels at the end. It's like, oh, that's pretty funny. It's not something that you see every day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we see Ben bringing this guy up to the cops, and then Ken Ellis questioning Spider-Man. You stop a nuclear terrorist, save a reporter. You do all this for nothing? Yeah, what's your point? What's your motivation? Why risk your neck for us? Because I care, that's all. I was waiting for Uncle Ben's floating head of guilt,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because with great power comes great... come on.
Oh, well, yeah, and then we see Ben giving the guy to the cops. By the way, the detonators are webbed up and hidden in the air vent just outside in the hall. And again, was it Lieutenant Carr? I don't know why you do all this stuff, but I guess we all have our reasons for what we do. I risk my neck because I care. That's all there is to it. So see, Ben and Peter both care.
Yeah, a nice parallel again across the page.
And look, Ken Ellis is... we get a splash page of the 2 of them. Oh, look. Did Ben see Peter, but Peter didn't see Ben?
Oh, yeah.
But look, Ken Ellis's gamble paid off. He got the front page.
Yeah. Behind the terror.
Nothing.
And then he starts writing or talking like Thor. The change of font.
Yes. Nothing in life is simple, no matter who you are. So, So I know, Ray, you said you enjoyed this issue. Matt, you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was fun, and I liked the action. They both had some good one-liners, which you could probably assume that I'm a fan of. And yeah, for typical, not typical, but somewhat obscure villains, almost Maximum Carnage, the video game-esque types of villains. They had a real edge to them that set them apart. They were dark, and they had, even though you only really knew 1 or 2 of their names, they had personality. They were messed up individuals with chips on their shoulders and mean streaks, and not afraid to kill each other just to freak out the hostages. And I don't know, I dug it.
Oh no! I mean, only some of them had chips on their shoulders. Only the ones with the good armor.
True. Eyes. Yeah. Can you imagine though? Like, I mean, maybe this image at the last page, it's just sort of for the fans. Like, it's hard to tell recognition in the eye of a costume. But if Spider-Man and Ben are just going their separate way, and they wanted to put them on one panel together, just for the sake of justifying the price box on the cover. But them reading Ken Ellis's story the next day, they could both be like, he got this all wrong. He said I'm Spider-Man, or that Spider-Man's reading going, they're calling me the Scarlet Spider now? What?
Yeah.
Because presumably there's more to the story than these 5 text box.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get there. Because in 1 month we're gonna do Spider-Man Funeral for an Octopus, which is a crazy story, and then
This would be fun.
And then in 2 months it's Smoke and Mirrors, where yes, Peter and Ben come face to face, and the Return of the Jackal.
Cool. I'm looking forward to the funeral. That'll be interesting. I haven't read it.
There's a bunch of villains in it. Oh yeah.
Cool. Is that Tombstone in it?
I can't remember at the there's like a newer version of the Sinister 5 or 6. I don't know, but yeah.
Oh, cool.
I love Ray every time. Is Tombstone in it?
Make Tombstone great again. Start a petition. Petition.org.
Whisper it. All right.
Yeah, but Matt, so what did you give? What did you give it?
Oh yeah. What'd you give?
Oh, letter grade?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't know. I'll give it a solid B plus. Yeah, I think.
Cool.
Yeah, it's probably a solid 4 out of 5 impact webbings.
Yeah, and I agree with Matt as well. I reckon about a B plus. It was surprisingly good. So
yeah, it didn't feel long. It didn't feel like a 52-pager. It didn't really drag. Yeah.
Oh, it seemed like a short one to you.
It's got to be long. I could sprinkle some pin particles on it to make it bigger.
All right, boys. Anything else on this one?
No, that's all I got.
Nah, that's it for me. It was just fun. Yeah,
I was gonna say,
good to see him. See more.
Seymour. But yes, we can let Ray go to bed. So yeah, in 1 month, Funeral for an Octopus. Yes, Fallen in 2 months by Smoke and Mirrors. Okay, so this will go up at the end of this month. Yeah, so next week, Lilith and I are going to start our Morbius month for August.
Oh,
the first appearance,
nice.
The first appearance of Morbius will be after, next week after this episode. So
okay,
August, and then I got some fun stuff for September, but then October, because Lilith demanded it, Shocktober. All shocker stories.
Have you got a name for the August Morbius?
No, if anyone would like to recommend one, please. I'll use it. No, I only got Shocktober, of course. November was our second annual Hob Gobble Gobble month.
I
love it.
Gobble gobble.
And then, all right. Oh, Conan didn't hear this, I don't think. In December, all Sinister 6 stories, so it'll be Sinister Sixmas.
No.
But yes, if you want to send, if you can make a good pun out of Morbius in August, send it to me. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail, 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Ultimate Spidercast on Facebook, Twitter. Follow all of our stuff, the YouTube channel, everything, all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt a Killer, Pod Life the Book, Volume 1. And when you buy anything on Amazon, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. Help support this show, the network, and Rob, Master Doom Southgate.
Go back and look at my history, and you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong. Mark my words.
Matt Kona, where can people find you?
I'm at Matt Kona, MATTKONA, all around social medias.
That's it?
That's it. I don't know. You
Short
can
and
find
sweet.
me thinking of Morbius puns somewhere.
Nice.
Obvious? I don't know. Let's see.
And also catch Matt Kona.
And I'm visiting nursing homes with bad intentions.
All right. Ray, where can people find Infinite Night and Moon Knight podcast or Last Sons of Krypton, a Superman podcast?
Yeah, just check out the handle ITK Moon Knight on Twitter or LSK Podcast for the Superman podcast. And find us on Facebook as well under those monikers. If you do a search for them, it should pop up.
Out of the pouch. Boing.
Boing.
All right, everyone. Join us next time. Like I said, the episode after this, it'll be Morbius. It's like first appearance of Morbius. You get, old school Morbius. I think you get some crying Gwen Stacy. It's all there. But until then, swing on back.